Hi, this is Steve O'Hare from Signal Centre Acuity. Today is Monday, the 27th of June, and we're taking a look at the market alerts. We're looking at Eurodollar. We're going to drill down into the technical picture on Eurodollar, drilling through the different timeframes, and then we're going to dive into the Acuity market alerts to give you a little bit of a overview of what the fundamentals, the news sentiment is saying. So let's start with the technicals. Minimize myself so we get a little bit more room. Now we're looking at a long-term chart on Eurodollar, and we can see if we look back to 2017, the start of the year, Eurodollar made a significant low before we saw an impulsive move higher. Over the recent years, we saw the market sell off again, got to lows around about 106.41 before we saw the start of the pandemic and another impulsive move higher for Eurodollar. That formed a head and shoulders formation below the previous swing high. So we posted a lower high, and then the further sell off took out the previous higher low also. We found support once again at 103.40. This is proving significant. We've had a revisit to this on a number of occasions over the last couple of months, and we're seeing quite a nice reaction off this support level. Let's drill down to the daily chart and give you a little bit more color on the more recent price action. We have the potential now of forming a double bottom. We can see the low from the 13th of May and the 15th of June, and the neckline comes in for this double bottom formation at 107.87. Now, we've still got a bit of a way to go before we hit those sort of levels, and we've got a bit of resistance coming in as we speak at the start of this week. We've got the 21-day moving average that comes in at 105.95. We're trading about 10 pips below there at the moment. We got this serious looking resistance from the Ichimoku cloud on the daily chart, and that gives us resistance all the way up to 107.66, which is just in front of our neckline at 107.86. So they're the sort of levels we're looking at to target on the upside if we manage to break above and a clear break and a close above the 106 level. So that's what we're looking at the moment. That's the daily chart. If we drill down to an hourly chart, we see the price action from the previous triangle formation broke down to the downside. We've got an ascending triangle formation here. We've got this upward trending support, which is coming in around about the hourly support level, or the hourly chart Ichimoku cloud, and the neckline here coming in at 106, just above that, 106 the figure. Price action moving nicely up. We're seeing a little bit more strength. News out today that Eurodollar is the highest short position we've seen in over a year. So maybe there's a little bit of a short covering that we're seeing with the dollar weakening ever so slightly. So euro dollar looks like it could continue on this up move. So what is the market alert saying on the Acuity side of things? Looking at the news sentiment, we can see that news volume is at a substantial high, almost 200% more than the normal size of news volume. We can see that news sentiment itself over the last 24 hours has moved positively. And also, if we look down at the market alerts chart, we can see that the most recent Chevron posted yesterday, and this gives us a daily news sentiment is moving higher, and in 70% of the last 10 occurrences that we've seen the daily news sentiment moving like this, price has risen within 5 days. So a nice positive spin on the news sentiment also. We can see the 7-day moving average has pipped back ever so slightly, but over the last 24 hours looking stronger. So we expect that to play out in the next 5 days. So back to the technicals and back to the weekly chart. As we can see, we're getting this really nice reaction off the support, bullish hammer candle posted a couple of weeks ago. Nice follow through, positive news, positive movement last week, and again off to a good start today. So that's the sort of price action we're seeing. looking like we're heading into a positive week for Eurodollar, and join us next week for more market alerts. Thanks for joining us.